Chapter 36. We passed several skeletons with shields. The shields didn't look like they did those men much good. We continued walking. Finally, I was looking at the cave entrance. It had scorch marks on the side of the walls. Dragon Lair was etched above the cave. I held Kaysen's hand and rubbed my necklace. I told myself a story of us being fireproof. It's not too late to turn back, Kaysen told me. I shook my head no. I can go by myself, Kaysen offered. I shook my head no again. We do this together. Kaysen walked over to the cave entrance and touched the wall. I did the same on the other side. We both rubbed our necklaces and used our storyteller abilities to put the dragons to sleep. I can't see. I walked in. Last time I had a torch. Kaysen's eyes met mine. I rubbed my necklace again, and a glowing green light appeared at the entrance and went into the cave like a glowing green piece of string. It should lead us to the green emerald. I walked into the cave first. The musty smell made me sneeze. Kaysen looked at me in concern. I swallowed. The further into the cave we got, the air changed. It was thicker and harder to breathe. I didn't like small places, but we needed this stone. I had to continue. I wasn't going to let Kaysen get eaten without me. He took my hand and smiled softly. We entered a large cavern. At least 5 dragons were curled in a ball, sleeping in various parts of the room. My breath caught in my throat. Kaysen squeezed my hand. We walked as quietly as possible through the large cavern. Kaysen kicked a rock. One of the dragons stirred, and a pile of fire hit the far wall in the opposite direction. The dragon settled back down and seemed like it was asleep. I squeezed Kaysen's hand to tell him it was all right. We made it through. I exhaled and as quietly as possible. We continued to follow the green light through several bends, and all of a sudden, the green light disappeared. A stone sat in the middle of the cave, glowing. The 4 large dragons that had been protecting it were sleeping at the foot of the pedestal. Kaysen picked up the green emerald and put it in his pocket. The moment he did, the dragons woke up. As the dragons' beady yellow eyes were inches from my face, all I could think of was how I phrased my story for the dragons to stay asleep until we had the green emerald, not until we were out of the cave. Run! Kaysen picked up a rock and threw it at the dragon. The rock hit the dragon on the nose. Fire erupted from the dragon's mouth. The heat captured me. No! Kaysen screamed. The dragon's mouth closed. I was still standing there. I don't know who looked more stunned, me or Kaysen. But how? Kaysen's voice broke. Come on, Kaysen. I grabbed his hand and pulled him back the way we had come. I couldn't see anything. I tried to storytell my way out of the cave, but I couldn't. I groaned. Are you okay? Kaysen asked. Yes, I'm fine. I tried to storytell us out of the cave again. It wouldn't work. Light appeared. I saw Kaysen take his hand off the necklace. Flames hit the wall behind us. We were standing in the large cavern. 5 dragons looked at us in confusion. I rubbed my necklace, and the dragons collapsed on the floor and started snoring. Kaysen and I had ran full speed through the cave. I was relieved. I could see the daylight at the end of the tunnel. As soon as we left the cave entrance, Kaysen rubbed his necklace, and we were both standing on the porch of our little cottage. He pulled me into his arms tighter than he ever had. I thought I lost you. He kissed the side of my face and buried his head in my hair. How did you survive? Kaysen had tears in his eyes, and he pulled back. I thought it might be helpful to be fireproof. I shrugged. Kaysen laughed and leaned his forehead to mine. Don't scare me like that ever again. I'm fine. I kissed him slowly. Really? He nodded. I love you, Emma. I don't know what I would do if I lost you for real. I nodded. I didn't have any words to say. Emotion bubbled up inside of me. I hugged him tightly. He kissed me on the lips one more time before we walked through the door. You scared me half to death, Kaysen breathed. But we got the green emerald. I showed my teeth, not really smiling. He laughed. You are more important than any green emerald. I love you. I kissed him one more time to reassure him that I was okay and then gave him a hug. After our day, we were both emotionally drained and laid down for a nap. That was chapter 36 of Emma's Quest. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't liked or subscribed, go ahead and do that. And if you have any comments or questions, go ahead and post those. I also have the other, well, I guess I have at least 10 more available on Amazon of the Storyteller series. Volume 1 is books 1 through 4. Volume 2 is books 5 through 8. And I'm working on finishing up Volume 3. So we'll see how that goes. First, I have to finish up writing book 12. I hope you have a great day and enjoy the rest of your week. Love you guys. Until next time, bye.